Hello boys and girls, welcome to BenchART. I'm for Classic, and today what we do have needed is Knockout City, a game developed by Valve Studios, and it is using their in-house technology called Viper. So for the settings I will be using 720p, low settings, but as usual I always test with different settings if it makes sense. And in case of this game, it made. So first of all, the settings that I'm using, I got an average of 38 frames per second with a 1% low of 18. But if you decide to use dynamic resolution scaling, the average it is way better. But still, the 1% low, it is 17. Given this is a competitive match, it would make sense for me to use dynamic resolution, but I decided to go without dynamic resolution, and I will explain you exactly why. So looking to the requirements, they only have requirements for Intel and Nvidia, like if it is, like there is no other brand out there. I'm not really sure what the hell. You know, there are AMD CPUs and AMD GPUs out there. There is also Intel GPUs out there, so I'm not really sure if the developers know about that, but let's hope so. But the minimums were an i3 CPU, 8 gigs of RAM, and the GTX 660, and obviously the Intel UHD 620, it is no match for that Nvidia card, so it's weaker. But the thing is, the game actually does run, and it is using Vulkan, which for Intel I think it's a bad thing, because Intel, despite it has hardware support for the X12 and Vulkan, I still think that their drivers leaves a little bit to be desired when it comes to, you know, gaming performance on that regard. Now, the issue with this game is not really the average frame rates or the 30 or 40 frames per second that I'm having in here. For me, the biggest issue with this game, it is really the stutters. The game just stutters with every simple thing going on. So at the moment, on this video we'll see some big stutters. Sometimes the game just stops for 1 second or sometimes even more, and that important second, it's the most important second of the match. It's always like that. When you need to defend, when you need to attack on an important moment, it's where the Intel GPU will give you a super stutter and it will ruin the fun for you. If you are playing with friends, I think it's fine, but if you want to take this game in a more serious approach, I think this GPU is no good for you, and not because of the frame rate, but because of the stutters. So let's proceed talking a little bit about the game, shall we? Knockout City, I was expecting this game to be free to play, so I was a little bit surprised to see that it is not a free to play game. This game costs you $20 or 20 euros. You can be brought through Origin, Steam, Epic Store. It will be also available for PS4, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and it will be cross-platform, so you can have friends in or enemies in each platform. So it will be available worldwide for every single platform out there. So there will be players for sure playing this. But like I was telling you, it is not a free-to-play game. It should cost you $20, which is, you know, it's a little bit complicated because we have tons of free-to-play games already, and seeing a game like this and being asked for $20, it doesn't feel right. I was expecting this to be free-to-play at first. I mean, it really looks like a free-to-play game to me, but it's not. But that's not a full story though. If you have, if you are a subscriber of Xbox Game Pass on the PC, or if you are a subscriber of EA Play, I think you don't need to have EA Play Pro. I think the basic EA Play, it is enough. You will be having access to Knockout City. So if you are using any of these services, this game will be there for free. You don't need to pay specifically for this game if you have Xbox Game Pass or EA Play. Alright, so that's one of the things that you should know about this game. So if it happens that you are subscribed because any other reason, you will notice that you will have access to this game. But apart from that, you know, this is a typical game which you can personalize your own brawler. You can change the appearance. I'm sorry for the appearance of my own brawler, but I just randomized this brawler. I didn't care about it. I just wanted to know about the performance of this game. So I just randomized my old player. But yeah, it's the type of game where you personalize your brawler, and the type of game that every time you start there is a different power-up going on with the balls. So it's kind of an interesting game, but I think that this is the type of game, if EA doesn't push up very, you know, in a very strong way, I think people will grow tired of it and it will end up being kind of forgotten. But who knows? I think Apex, it is going fine, in my opinion. So who knows how this game goes? It depends. At least it is available on all platforms, so that's a good thing. But let's see how it goes regarding the success that EA will be having on this game. Now, the good thing about this game is that despite it is supported by EA, it's really just this. Villain Studios are the developers of this game. It's not EA. This game takes part of the EA Originals program. EA Originals program, the only thing they do is support financially the studios that are inside this program and support them marketing wise. So they don't have the power to say the developers to no, you need to do this, no, you need to put microtransactions on your game. No, that's not really the case. Games that take part on EA Originals, like It Takes Two, are usually successful games because they don't follow the rules of EA games. They just get the support of EA games, and pretty much that's about it. So let's see how it goes. So guys, thank you a lot for watching. I hope you did enjoy the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.